Yo, 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 what up, people? My voice is croaking, boy. I need this water. Yes, yes, people. Let us know if you can see and hear us as always. Um, we're back with another Friday night artist interview. We're probably going to be in Clubhouse later as well. So look out for that. But right now we are here. It's release day again. Like maybe what, 3 months later, I think. We had you like October, yeah, something like that. And now February, we're back. That's 4 months. I did maths as a degree, guys. Real talk. I actually did maths. You wouldn't believe it. But yeah, man, we are back and we are happy to have Joel Robinson once again. Hello, sir. How are you doing, bro?
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. I think we was here. Yeah, it was October for the Nothing But the Blood, I think, release. Or did we do? No, it was for the I think it was
And
for
now
the Battle
I think
Hymn.
I was about him.
Battle
Yeah,
Hymn
man.
release.
What?
Yeah.
That's the thing. And we're back again. And yeah, man, this is yet another release day for you. Tell us about it. What's happening today? What's the joys of today? What's happening today?
Boy, so today finally released my EP, debut EP. The Hymn Project finally came out. Been a long time coming. So yeah, today's release day. So I'm just celebrating. Thanking everyone for the love and just it's just excited to finally have it out. So yeah, today's release day. My first ever full project. So yeah, man, today's a special
Man,
day.
jeez, I mean, it must have been, so much time and effort in the making. Like, I mean, first of all, like, how does it feel for everything to just be out now? Like, obviously, I asked you this before, but like now it's like the whole thing. Like, you've dropped this, you've dropped a couple singles, and now the whole thing's out. How does it feel just to have everything just there laid on the table?
Wait, do you know what? Beforehand, it was a little nerve wracking, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a lot of
Yeah.
work, and I think like as creatives, sometimes we have it's not, but it's not necessarily. No, I wouldn't say a confidence issue, but sometimes it's like this is a very personal thing. It's a lot of work, and sometimes you are a little tentative before you put something out, and there's always that little feeling of nervousness. But now that it's out, I'm just thankful. There's a huge message behind the music, and
Mm.
thankful to be able to put that out, share that with people, and share the message of the music. The good news of Christ. So I'm just glad to have something out there that I can say, this is a body of work that I've put together, that I've been working on, that I've been able to share my creative output. Really, this is what I was thinking at that moment in time, and it's a lockdown project as well. So
So yeah, I guess that's a quick. So everything that's happened in this project is all happened during. Did any of it happen pre-lockdown?
nah, not one thing, not one thing.
Wow.
This idea was brought up within lockdown. The first idea came in May, and then since then it became May 2020, and then since then it's just been a lockdown project. Knowing 90% of what
Sheesh.
has been recorded has been remote.
So how did that remote process? How did that work? Like, did you sing them a little guide track? Did you send them like a little? I want you to hit this note. Is that how? Is that because obviously there's singers on this project? It's not just you. So I'm
Yeah,
wondering like, how did you get them to get the performance that you wanted? I know there's a few beastly singers on here. So like, how did you get them to do like, what I'm saying, the vibe that you were going for?
right. So there's four singers that feature, four lead vocalists that feature on here. There's Rianne, there's Thomas Allen, the amazing Thomas Allen. There's well, they're all amazing. Rianne, there's Akin and Naomi Parchment as well. So with all of them, it was a little different. They all work slightly differently. With Rihanna, I
Yeah.
kind of had a melody already there. So I just sent that through on like a synth or something, just as an idea. Like I wasn't gonna sing. That's not my portion. Amen.
Amen.
Do you know what I mean? There's a mic here, but it's not for that. Don't be
It's
confused.
not for
There's
that. Yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
there's no projects coming out with no, you know,
That, well, that
none
was
of
that
that.
was going to be the next question. So okay, you answered me. All right, cool, cool, cool.
There's no. We can talk about next projects, but there's no vocals. There's no.
There's no vocals. Okay.
Nah, I stay in my lane. But but yeah, I sent her that. With everyone, it was slightly different. With Thomas, I had a really good idea of what I wanted to do, and sort of just left him to it. I sort of just sent him the backing really, and just said it was full. The backing I sent him was quite full. And I just sort of said,
Yeah.
this is the backing. because he's singing lead as well. There was the choir part which was arranged by Akin. So all of that was there. So I kind of just left him to it and said, just do your thing. This is the key. This is the hymn. Do your thing. And I think
Right.
the same with Naomi Atkins one was a little different because that's a duet.
Right.
So even with that one, putting that together, we had to obviously one of them had to go first. And
Yeah.
then so I
Yeah.
think Naomi went first, and then Akin put his bit in as well. So it was just, yeah, I didn't give loads. They're all incredibly creative. Like they're all incredibly creative minds. They all sing the melody, but know how to embellish a melody and just add different things. So yeah, I didn't give loads. I was probably more specific with instrumentalists, I'd say, than with vocalists.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess you mentioned Naomi Akin. I want to play it because I think this one is a really good example of like, man, what can be achieved even if you're not in the same room. Like you can just come up with something amazing. So let's get into When I Survey. This is from the Hymn Project by Joel Robinson. If you're just joining us, One Sound Music is our artist interviews on Fridays. We've got another one in a couple of weeks actually. But yeah, we're just taking you through Joel's Hymn Project. So yeah, this is When I Survey with Naomi Parchment and Aki Namusen. Yeah, man. Amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. Like I just feel like that hymn is a really really powerful one. What was the like? I guess what was the reason behind you picking it, and what does that hymn mean to you?
Yeah, okay. The process of picking it, this is one of the ones that came a little bit later on in the project. Well, I say that there was some hymns I knew I definitely wanted to do. This one came a little bit later, and I was looking for a song with a slightly different theme as well, slightly different theme. So we'd done Nothing But the Blood, which is about the cross, but it doesn't specifically speak about the cross as much. There's I Surrender All, and there's Under His Wings, which all talk about different things. And so we reached this point where I was like, right, what hymn fits really what I want to sort of say now at this point of the EP, and also creatively as well. I just sat down and played a few. I was like, right, which one am I sort of connecting with most to do? And came across this one, When I Survey. Just love the lyrics, really love the lyrics. And so I decided, you know what, this is the one. This is what we're gonna do. And yeah, just lyrically, it's just man, it's a personal song, and it's yeah. So we decided to. I I say we. I'm a one man band, but I decided to sort of yeah, to put this one together and just start creating something from scratch. Everything starts on Logic, but yeah, just started putting this one together. But that was the idea behind it. What this song means to me, is When I Survey. So it's about me now. When I survey the wondrous cross, when I survey it, what does it sort of mean to me? What does the cross mean to me? What Christ did for me, what's it about? And it makes it personal when you sing those lyrics. And these are all the songs that I say, these are all songs that I do in my personal devotion time as well. So all these hymns that I speak about, these are all things that every morning as part of my devotion, there's always a hymn. I'm currently working through the hymn book at the moment now, and so these are songs that I really connect with as well, and really just that song, what it means to me, man, what Christ did for me on the cross was just amazing. And so it's just I'm just in awe of Christ and everything that he's done for me. And yeah, that's the greatest gift that anyone could be given. So it brings all those thoughts into my mind, and which is obviously really brought through by two amazing vocalists. So yeah,
Definitely. I mean, so like even just to go deep on that, like when it says like When I Survey, how do you feel like how do we survey that one? Just cause like practically, like for us, like I hear the song, it's like, When I Survey, but what does that, how do you feel like that applies practically to our lives?
yeah. So there's a few lines in this song that really, for example, you've got my riches gain, count them lost, different lines like that, which, and it all links to this sort of theme. When I survey, what does this mean practically for me? It's a personal, when I survey, when you go and look at it and you think about so Jesus has done this amazing thing for all of us, but it's a personal thing. What the song means is, for me, is that it's a personal thing. What he's, there's a lot of when. So, for example, it says when I. So it's about me. It's about me and Jesus. What has he done for me, and how do I do that practically? It's accepting that gift. He has died on the cross for me, given me this gift of salvation, which is free. I don't have to do anything. It's just there. And so it points towards that, on the cross where the Prince of Glory died, and what that means. So there's a lot of salvation in there. How do you do it on a day-to-day basis? You have to go with him each day, make him number one priority in your life, because one, he's done this amazing thing for you, but he's also trying to have a relationship with you. He's also trying to come in and change your life, make you a better version of yourself. And this surveying of the cross needs to be a daily walk. This surveying of the cross needs to be something that is a daily thing, where every day we should be thinking about that. And sort of observing and taking time to think and reflect on the cross, what Christ has done for me. And when you go and read it, in the different stories in the Gospels, and you sort of read it, take it on and make it personal, man, and sort of try and connect with Christ from that level and make it personal. There's many other songs there that link, you know, but we always hear it said, you know, if there had already been one sinner, he would have done it.
Yeah.
If it was just me or you, and it points towards that, and yeah, just that whole experience of salvation, really.
Yeah, man. No, that daily observation thing I think is so key and so important. Like taking it in like every day, like listen, and that brings humility. You know, I think there's a line that talks about poor contempt of my pride. And I
Yeah,
think when you, in the light of the cross, when you understand what Christ done for you, you can't be puffed up, you can't be proud, because you know like what Christ went through to do what he did just for you, and you know what part you had to play in that being the case. So it's like when that happens, it's like I can't look at the next man and be like I'm better than him, or I can't look at the next woman and be like I'm better than her. It's not about that. It's about, man, like Christ has done so much for me. I can only but be grateful and thankful. And so that's I feel like that hymn is definitely poetry, man. I think it's such a powerful hymn. Um, and I mean this is hymn projects. I think you know what's actually crazy as well. There's another hymn project that came out this week. I think it was Rodney East. I don't know if you heard it yet, but
not
it's
heard it yet. Yeah.
man, it's killing as well. Like you should check that out. This hymn that I want to get into next. So obviously you've got your vocalists on there, and there's vocalists on 4 tracks, right? But then
Yeah,
you've also got instrumental ones. So at the beginning we played Under His Wings just as we were coming into the stream. But then
yeah,
we've also got Matt Hines on track number 2, I Surrender All.
yeah.
So what was the process behind this one? Like why did you decide to, I say orchestrate, but what I'm arrange it in such a way like to just have like trio and sax kind of vibe?
Right. Yeah. So this one, this all started from a drum idea. So a friend of mine, Emmanuel Burton, for those of you who don't know him, drummer, amazing guy. I don't think you can connect with him on socials right now, but many people know him. Really, really great guy, good friend of mine. He released a drum pack where he put a drum pack together. But this is part of the creative process. There's other reasons. I'll get into why I picked this hymn, but quite of the creative process. So I knew I wanted to do I Surrender All. I said we're going to do I Surrender All. Right, I'm jumping. The creative part.
No, go, bro.
The
Go.
creative part was it started from a drum pack from Emmanuel Burton, but before then, I knew I wanted Matt Hines on the project. Everyone that I've got on the project, more or less, it was a plan. More or less, it was the plan for them to be there. I mean, I've got some more stories that I will share maybe at another time on how I ended up working with Rhiannon Thomas, which wasn't initially part of my original plan, but I'm so grateful we was able to do it. And just felt right at the time. But Matt Hines, from jump, I was like, I want a sax player, and Matt's my go-to guy.
Yeah.
When I did my final recital at Leeds College of Music for my masters, Matt played, and I knew I wanted to bring that group of musicians back together.
Right.
So
who's the group of music? Who are the group of musicians on this
Alex
track?
Miller on bass, Nick Williams on drums, Joe Wettam on guitar, myself on keys, and then Matt on sax. So between those 4 musicians, I could comfortably say I've probably spent definitely over 100 hours, hundreds of hours, probably playing with those different guys in different groups, different setups, across years. So these are friendships that go back, as I was saying, 7 years now. From when I first got to Leeds College of Music to now. And so I knew I wanted to bring this group of guys together, and I knew I wanted Matt to play sax, soulful player, knew everything that he was bringing to the table. So then it was picking like, what hymn are we going to do? How am I going to recreate something that I think we can all really gel on? Because this is the only one that's done live.
Right. Okay. So this one that's actually done in the studio, all of you together.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Besides
Cool,
from Joe,
cool.
Joe's in London. We're all up north in it. Joe moved down.
Yeah.
Joe's in London, so
I think he's near me actually.
yeah, he might be near your side. Yeah, but Joe's too far, man. Lockdown and all of that. This was like summer, so lockdown has sort of eased off now. So we got the opportunity to actually get in the studio. And yeah, this one was actually done live. It's got that live sort of feel.
Yeah.
Pretty much a good majority of what was done live is what stayed. Slight, tiny amendments, but pretty much 95%, maybe even more than that. Pretty much 99% of what was played live is what stayed. Yeah, so what else can I share on this track? Yeah, I wanted to bring this group of musicians together, and I wanted to pick a song, and I was sending Matt some ideas, and I was like, do you know what? Let's do I Surrender All. Let's do I Surrender All. But I'd heard so many versions, it was tough to take out the Kimbrel version out of my head, to take out Kilk Whalum version out of my head.
Classic.
Yeah,
Classic again.
it was hard to take that out of my head, because when I was sat down and started creating, that's what started coming out, and I was like, no, 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 I want to do something different. And this song's actually in A as well, and I wanted to touch some different keys. As keys players, you know how it is. Sometimes we gravitate towards certain keys, and it's not that we can't play, or like I can't play in other keys as well, but I definitely have places where I feel more comfortable. And so this one was in A, which is way different to obviously what's originally written, but it's fine because it's instrumental, so it's all good. There's no range to think about in terms of someone saying this is too high, too low.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I picked this hymn, and just one, like, it's a beautiful hymn. The lyrics are beautiful as well, but I sort of had an idea of where we could sort of go with it. And that's where creatively it started with that drum sample from my friend Emmanuel Burton, and started piecing it together. But I mean, bro, this only came together like 2 days before we recorded it. Serious.
Wow. So it's like a real just organic kind of, you just came up with it and then boom, you just played it and it just came out.
Yeah,
I love that, man.
yeah, because I'd sent Matt some recordings, because Matt didn't know the hymn. And I sent the other musicians like, this is the sort of like what I'm sort of thinking, but you know, I finalized it probably 2 days before we was meant to go in the studio. I didn't give very much time. It was very organic. We went in and sort of just was like, let's make this happen. Matt was in a box. He couldn't see us. It was like we
Just
were
headphones.
headphones, and he could see the drummer, but he couldn't see me and Alex.
Right.
So he was just
Oh,
there.
wow.
Yeah, he was just
Just
there. It was
vibing.
just vibing, all ears. But again, you speak about, there's a difference when you spent a lot of time creating with people. Even for my recital
Yeah.
alone, I know we spent at least probably 30 hours just preparing for that alone. Never mind some of the other things that we've done together outside of that. So
Yeah.
outside of that, we spent so much time together. And if there was a group of musicians that and you know, I've worked with other musicians as well, but if there was a group of musicians I spent a lot of time playing with, it was going to be these guys. So the fact we couldn't see each other was cool, and we just heard our way through it. There's a lot of improv sections. The entire last bit of it is just improv, man. There was no straight plan there. That's just what happened. And I was like, do you know what? I like that. Let me keep that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the story. That's a lot of the story behind that one, pretty much.
Dope, man. Well, yeah, man. Let's get into that track. This is I Surrender All, with Matt Hines on sax.
Sorry, bro. I seem to have lost you.
You got me back now.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry,
Nice.
guys. I feel like yeah. So YouTube guys, I know you lot can't hear. Um, you can't hear my me playing the tracks. Sorry for that. Don't know what that's about, but obviously you can come on Instagram, and we'll be there. Ah, right. So this is the thing, guys. We guys got to understand, yeah. If you're watching, I'm doing everything. So I'm monitoring on Instagram. I'm looking at YouTube. I got my WhatsApp. People are telling me what they can hear or can't hear. So that's why I'm looking around. So if it looks like I'm not paying attention to Joe, I'm just like I'm just on my phone. No, no, no. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm just trying to monitor everything. So I just clocked why we can't hear on YouTube. I think I worked it out. Not sure if I can make that happen for the next song that we're gonna play. Um, but I think the last song I want to get into. Um, so obviously we played I Surrender, or we played When I Survey. Um, and then the last track is the cross medley. Um, so this is just Akin, right?
Yeah, just me and Akin. Yeah.
And I guess it's like because you've gone from When I Survey and then you sort of rounded everything off with this one. Um, so what songs do you cover? So it's a medley. So what songs do you cover in this one?
We do At the Cross. We do the Old Rugged Cross, and then we do one of my favorites, Glory to His Name. Glory to His Name. So we do those
Right.
three cross. It's following on from that theme of the cross as well. So it's sort of like there's a continuation. They one sort of flows into the other. There's a continuation there. And yes, man, yeah, just three more songs on the cross, just following on from that theme, really, and a nice way to sort of end it, really. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, well, yeah, then not too much talking. Let's get into this next one. YouTube guys, don't worry. I think I got you this time. Let's try this one. The cross medley with Akin. Gosh, this one's been a little bit of a faff in it. Yeah, man, that was really beautiful, man. Honestly, that was, yeah. I mean, that kind of says everything that needs to be said, I guess. Like,
Yeah,
kudos to you
yeah,
again, man, and thanks, bro, for doing this, for like for I guess putting this body of work out into the world. I feel like it was definitely needed.
man. Nah, I appreciate it. Definitely felt like the right point to end the project. Strip back, just really letting the lyrics sort of shine out. Love what Akin did as well. And just bringing it back to the center of all things, really. Ending with glory to his name is um kind of why I did the whole project, to bring glory to his name. And it just felt like the right point to end. So yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's yeah, it feels like it's been coming for so long and it's finally out. I'm just glad it's out and people can listen to it and be blessed by it. It's definitely about spreading that message of the gospel through the music and just giving people some encouragement as well at such a time as this. And um yeah, that arrangement there, just there were the three first songs that came to mind when I was like, yeah, I want to sing about the cross. And yeah, it
Mm.
just sort of felt like it fit. So it just sort of fit. Yeah, it just sort of was a nice continuation from what happened before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, definitely. I guess so. Like, what do you want to say to the people then, man? Like, plug yourself. Let them know where they can find the project. If there's anything else they should be waiting to check out, let them know.
Yeah, so the project is available everywhere. It's available all streaming platforms. I'm even doing CDs. I'm posting nationwide. I didn't know
Oh,
people.
physicals. Woo!
Yeah, physicals. Some people wanted physicals, man. So
I love that.
even gone down physicals. I was gonna see if I had one just here, but hang on. Yeah, sorry about the noise. We're doing physicals, man. So we've got all of
Yes,
this going
man.
on, all this sort of stuff going on. So you got the hymn project there,
That's
all of
it.
that. Um, so we've got physicals as well. Some people wanted physicals, so I didn't know if anyone would in the digital age we're in, but we're doing physicals. So I've shipped a few like all over the place. So we've got
That's dope,
physicals,
man. That's great.
yeah, and then yeah, it's available everywhere. If you want to support, what I'm doing and support the ministry as well, you can also purchase it on iTunes as well. But it's available on all streaming platforms. And in terms of me, you can follow me on Joel R Music. That's on Twitter. That's on Instagram. Um, yeah, and I will have more music coming out this year. This
Dope.
is only the start.
This year, yeah. Okay.
This year, defos definitely. There's plans are in place already. I'm mostly very busy. Maybe need to get this teacher training out of the way with first, but boy,
Yeah.
but there's plans in place, so look out for that. I've got loads of great stuff lined up, some cool collaborations coming up, loads of different things that are going to be happening in the new year. So pushing on from this project, so look out for that. I'll be releasing more music, and yeah, um, thank you for having me. I suppose I want to shout out One Time Music,
Man.
man, for all the work that you guys are doing and continue to do. So I appreciate that. Go check them out. Well, it's on your page, but definitely, continue continue supporting, because there's not for an artist like myself. I will say this: there's not actually a lot out there for an artist like myself to actually be supported, and so just being able to have support from someone like One Time Music is a great thing, because um it's hard being an independent artist, and I don't think everyone
Absolutely.
really understands how hard it is. And yeah, so I thank you guys, man, for just helping out and having me on here. It's just a blessing, man. Thank you for creating this platform, um, which is a great thing, because then we can use this platform to try and share music and share other people's music. So thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Nah, man. Of course, that we do what we can, man. Like, I think it's just there's so much talent, guys like yourself. There's so many people out there, like Byron, Karen, all these different people that are just coming out with music, and we're gonna have Michaela on in like 2 weeks.
Right,
And I'm
right.
excited. I'm excited about that because
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't even heard the track, and I'm excited because I know it's gonna be
Yeah.
dope. But like, man, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of what you've achieved, and like,
Oh,
I'm just
thank you.
looking forward to great things for you, man, in the next like in the next year, and we'll get this shit. We'll get the second shit.
Yeah, we'll get the chicken shed in. Yeah.
Yo, in fact, if there's any keys players on this live or just watching, man, like if you guys want, because I put up some stuff on my Instagram about like if people wanted to sort of just chat about like techniques and like ear training and stuff like that. We're gonna do it, man. So like, just hit us up, let us know if you want that, if that's something you want to be a part of. Obviously buy, stream it is great, buy Joel's music. Please go to iTunes, go to wherever else it is that you can actually buy it, or Amazon, I'm assuming, probably purchase it, get the physical CD, get 2 physical CDs, send one to someone you don't like as a peace offering. Amen. You know what I'm saying? Do
Amen.
that.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like, I know you guys are watching it, so that's the thing. You guys can't see the setup here, but I got like I got like 3 screens that's running. I got like 4 screens happening. Right, I got my phone. I got 2 Macs. I got guys. This ministry ain't free, so if you want to donate, go to onestarmusic.co.uk/donate. Help us do this. This is not free. What's happening right now? You might think, he's just on Zoom. It's not. Trust me, it's not free. Everything costs money. So if you want to help us continue to do more of this content, like, please go and donate. We're on a Patreon, so you can do patreon.com/onetimemusic. Also, Isolation Fest 2 is coming. It's coming again this year. Very excited about it. Probably going to be next month. But I'm so excited. I remember the first one; it was just amazing.
Yeah.
And we've got really great content this time. Like, guys, hey, listen, you don't know. It's okay. You'll find out. But Isolation Fest is number 2 is gonna be great. So I know everyone. We're stuck in this seems like never ending cycle, but I'm just loving the connection. I'm loving the fact that I can connect with you guys, that we can chat, we can just be on this live. Joel, thank you so much for coming on. We're going to be on Clubhouse in probably like the next, I want to say, half hour. And go join us on there if you've got an iPhone. If you don't, if you've got an Android, I guess just read your Bible in it. But thank you.
Gonna have to get an iPhone. I feel bad, man. I've only been on iPhone about 4 or 5 months as well. I was Android, but
you got in at the right time. The thing is, I've got both. My main's an Android. But I have my old iPhone just to keep me down with the kids and all that stuff. So
and Android, it might be coming soon. So it may be.
Hopefully. Yeah. But yeah, man, thank you so much for coming on. Man, like, everyone, again, go and get the Hymn Project by Joel Robinson. It's out now. Go follow him at Joel R Music on Instagram, and he's also on Clubhouse. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you in 2 weeks, and also on Clubhouse in like half an hour.
Right.
Bye, everyone.